Hello friends, welcome to Shrirams. The topic for today's discussion is NRIs and voting rights and methods. Who are the overseas Indians? Those who are either non-resident Indians or persons of Indian origin. Though they are both different, both are people of Indian birth or origin or both living outside Republic of India. There are 32 million NRIs and PIOs residing outside India. What is the difference between the two? NRIs are citizens of India and PIOs are not. Do both these groups have vote in India? No. Only NRIs can vote, not PIOs, because voting is a civic right. How do NRIs vote? They vote in the constituency where they are registered as voters in the country. That means they have to be physically present in the constituency to vote. How else can any citizen of India vote? Indian citizens can vote in three ways: in person, postal ballot, and proxy vote. What is proxy voting? Proxy voting allows a registered elector to delegate his voting rights to a representative he nominates. Proxy must be registered voter of the same constituency. Personnel of armed forces or paramilitary forces are allowed to vote by proxy. Who votes by post? Preponderant majority votes in person. Some voters can vote only by post. For example, government employees posted outside India and their spouses. They can't vote otherwise. For example, IFS officers. Some others have the option of postal ballot. For example, those in armed forces or armed police force. Special voters such as President of India, Vice President, Governors, Union Cabinet Ministers, Speaker of the House, and government officers on poll duty have the option to vote by post. But they have to apply through a prescribed form to avail this facility. Last month in Bihar elections, senior citizens above the age of 65 and voters who had a test positive for COVID-19 or are suspected to be COVID affected were allowed to cast their vote by post. How is the postal ballot sent to the voter? The returning officer is supposed to print ballot papers within 24 hours of the last date of nomination withdrawal and dispatch them within a day. This is done so that the ballot papers reach the concerned voters well before polling date and have enough time to send it back before the counting day. For government employees posted outside India and their spouses, the ballot paper can be sent through post or electronically. That is, by electronically transmitted postal ballot system or ETBPS. Additionally, people in preventive detention and disabled can use postal vote. Who are absentee voters? Recently, the Law Ministry introduced a new category of absentee voters who can now also opt for postal voting. These are voters employed in essential services and unable to cast their vote due to their service conditions. Currently, officials of the Delhi Metro Rail Corporation, Northern Railway Services, and media persons are notified as absentee voters. What did the Election Commission of India propose recently? Election Commission approached the Law Ministry to permit NRIs to cast their vote from overseas through postal ballots as it had received representations from them because travelling to India only for this purpose is a costly affair. Besides, they cannot leave the country of their residence owing to specific compulsions of employment, education, or other engagements. That is the reason why the current system of voting in person for the NRIs is not working. The Commission informed the government that it is technically and administratively ready to extend the electronically transmitted postal ballot system to voters abroad for elections next year in Assam, West Bengal, Kerala, Tamil Nadu, and Puducherry. The electronically sent ballot paper is printed and filled and sent postally by the voter. Government has not responded to the ECI request yet. It does not need a special legislation. Only election rules need to be changed. Well, that's all for today. I hope you enjoyed today's podcast.